Hey Longy,
Hey Smudge.
what you got today then?
So this is my tier 9 Neptune game, showing that she's an AA monster.
Okay, I've heard you talk about this Neptune before. I know she's got reasonable AA rating. You got some skills on that as well then?
I've got captain skills, ship skills, everything. She's full AA spec, she's over 100 rating, she's sick.
That's beast for tier 9. And this is in fact a tier 9 CV game, that's worked out.
It is. We're top tier, which is nice, but tier 9 CVs are no joke. So yeah, I think it'll be a good way of showing the power she's got anti-air wise.
So, start the game. Where do you position yourself if you want to be useful to the AA battle here?
So obviously I'm trying to focus AA because that's her spec, but you can't neglect the rest of your team. So you need to be fairly far up. You can use the guns obviously, but not too far. British Cruiser, you'll melt if you go too far.
Yeah, well, pretty much any cruiser, but especially the Brits.
Need a paper, man.
So, team looks like they're going to be heavy BC. I see you letting the chat know, giving the CV a heads up, huh?
Yeah, trying to get some agreement. Obviously, I'm good AA. If he wants to team up, I'll definitely benefit him.
I suppose it's worth trying, even though it's a random battle.
Yeah, if I can shred brains early, it's going to leave us with the air free at the end.
So you've got, going into this, cover from sea on the DDs. I'm just thinking about your detection here. These islands, this route looks like the islands are going to protect you from the DDs that are charging in. You should stay unspotted for a bit longer.
Yeah, it's not bad. Obviously, I've got good vision up front. I can gun that way. I've got nice protection in most directions from torpedoes and detection. But I can just see now there looks like an aircraft duel building up. And since I've already agreed with the CV, I am going to head over and start helping him.
Okay, looks a bit risky if you move all the way over.
I can see cover. There's some good cover. I mean, these channels are dangerous to cross broadside like this, but so long as I stay undetected, it's not a problem. Trouble being, I get a little bit greedy. The Donskoy is pretty tempting to me, and I think maybe just one or two.
Same, yeah. I can't blame you for taking the shot, but you are detected. One guy aiming at you. It's not the Donskoy, so that means it's probably something across B.
Yeah, so obviously I'm now mid-channel. I have been detected. Hopefully he didn't get shots off. It was only a brief detection. There it is.
I detected again. Oh, and there they are. That's
the shells are in the air from the Friedrich.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So
that's
now,
not a good way to
survival
start the game.
mode, completely.
Okay, cool. Well, you've managed to get into these planes more or less. What's your AA range?
So we can get out to 7.2 on the 152mm guns, and they deal the double damage. I think they're in excess of 200 DPS.
Okay. I assumed when you spun the camera there that was a control click, but this is a replay and won't show it?
Yes, yeah, so
ooh, still
sadly the replay file. That was another 9k, it's not ideal.
But fantastic repair on the Brit Cruise.
Yeah, you can get up to, I think it's about a third of your health back each turn on light damage. I mean, you get a lot of heavy damage back as well, which obviously most people don't get any.
Yeah. So you didn't manage to stop these planes going in, but the Essex is surviving his bombing.
I think he must have popped his defensive AA.
Yeah, for sure. He's dodged a lot of torps there, so he's done alright. Yeah.
So obviously with the replay file, I'm actually holding right click here, but the replay file doesn't understand that, so it thinks I turned around fully. So it's rotated my turrets. So this looks like dodgy hacks, but I assure you it's not.
Yeah, okay, it's a known issue with the replay machine.
So obviously I'm in a good line.
Sorry, carry on.
I'm in a good line with the Essex here between him and the enemy carrier. So most planes are going to come roughly overhead.
It did look like the enemy CV is probably, what we're talking, Charlie 3, Charlie 4-ish, which means most of the planes will have to come right over you to get to anyone in your team, let alone the carrier.
Which obviously, doing the job I'm doing as an AA escort, absolutely ideal. I've got a nice smoke position, no one can see me, I've got free reign on this Bismarck, easy damage, and now you see I'm going to start focusing these fighters that are chasing the bombers, and they just melt.
Wow. I mean, that looks like defensive fire, the rate that they're going down. Wow.
I mean, there's a squad. See ya.
Yeah.
Once you get into the close range area, you know, he sent fighters to keep them there, and that is just superb from the CV. He knows that we've got the firepower. Melt. See you. Now,
Cool,
my smoke failed there, so it ran out. I have just rushed into the island because I don't want to take another huge volley. I don't care what I hit. I know my AA is doing a great job and it's helping, so at the moment that's the priority. Get out the line of fire, keep the AA up. Cheeky little comment in chat.
That was pretty nom though. So what, 30 seconds, 17 planes pretty much there?
Yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for? And they are tier 9 planes, you know, imagine you're playing T7, T8. It's just unreal. Now there's my friend. He's doing it again. This time I've got some cover close, so I don't need to hang myself out. Obviously someone aiming on me, move back in.
You got the acoustics running. I was worried about the Yugamo. I don't know if you see him last spotted on the other side of this island, but the acoustics should spot him if he tries to ambush you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear some torp bombers getting shot down there.
And here comes the normal bombers, and obviously they're focused on that low health Alabama. He realizes, I think, that he's going to go down without any more assistance, so he does switch to me. And this last plane here, look at how long he lasts. He's at super plane.
Oh, he goes all the way in.
All the way, it was amazing.
It's essentially a kamikaze.
Very lucky plane, but one more from here. No worries. 2 planes out of 10. Thank you very much.
Not bad. So
got
this
my
one is
repair.
feeling a little bit passive, but like you say, you are doing the AA game. I suppose from everybody else's point of view, they're looking at a cruiser. Look at the position of the rest of the team. Look at where you are. They're probably thinking, yeah, this guy's just a bot derping into a wall. They would have no idea that actually you're providing an AA screen to the entire team.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you look, my AA covers 3/4 Alpha, the whole of Bravo, some of Charlie. Like, what more do these guys need to push on? They're safe from the air. Get yourself safe from ships. Cap the objectives. Let's push. Let's go. You know, these enemies, they're not aggressive. They're sitting back.
They are sitting back.
Alpha.
This is a very passive enemy team. You've got the Yugamo who's basically not moved. He sat there cross-torping V this entire game. The Bismarck did take a sneaky shot at you there, but to no avail.
I think I was moving at the time.
You had just stopped reversing, so he clipped in just behind you.
See, I think I tricked him a bit here.
So even though you're wasting your front turrets here, at least you're minimising your profile and getting off half your turrets. That's better than none.
Yeah.
I suppose that's just the way you have to play with these Brit cruisers, though.
You can't risk anything. You know, you saw early on one risk. No, yeah, I got him here. I did get him. So he thought I was going to stop.
Okay, yep. So he's
as I've been doing. I've been seesawing.
He's giving you broadside now. You did clip from the Scharnhorst, I think that last shell was.
Yeah, over on the right. It said heavy damage, but it didn't do too much.
No. See, the Yugamo's still not pushing you. The Otago seems to be stuck over on the western front, so actually this eastern side is your biggest danger. No one is willing to push B while you're here.
No, why would you? I mean, half the time they can't see me. The planes can't get close. It's not worth it. But the Yugamo decides
given up.
Head away. Oh, I
yeah,
don't know. Maybe he's got no planes left. I've had 38 already.
I'm just seeing the torp bombers go directly east now instead of coming across this path. He's learnt his lessons, it seems.
Well, I mean, it took long enough, right?
Well, at 38 planes, it should put your Essex at an advantage at this stage.
Absolutely. I mean, unless he's been a complete fool and done the same over their side, how can he possibly be in a deficit?
So, Colorado is a nice squishy target to be churning into. You're going to make a push now. Are you going for A at this stage?
I can't decide. So obviously I see my friendly Tashkent. I see the Otago could be a problem for him, but he's quick, he's nimble, he should be able to, you know, manage his detection, not get himself in trouble. And then I just see the Yugamo starting to head to Bravo, and obviously that's my cap. I've been doing a job there, so I'm not going to give that up easy. The CV very kindly vectors fighters overhead, so he's keeping him spotted, which is nice. So I'm trying to decide. I think he's a good target, as long as I can get in there and not get torqued down the channel.
Well, there's a good chance. I mean, the Yugamo's either going to do one of two things here. So he thinks you're on that southern island, on the south side of this island still. He's either going to sit at the top of B and smoke up, or he's going to run across and try and torp this Tashkent, who you can see capping.
Yeah. Sadly for him, I'm coming.
Oh, I see smoke, which means he did the option A and has sat on the north side. So you need to get your guns left. Oh, there we go.
So obviously the danger is that he's laid that and pushed out, which is a good tactic, but we do have the fighters there. So I feel that he would be spotted if he did. He knows the fighters are there, so I think that he's just going to be sitting it out in that smoke, try and get the cap. Now he sees he's got a problem. That cat stops. Someone has pushed in. He thinks I'm at the southern island, I think. I check the range, see he's within, pop the hydro. Now I am completely undetected. He doesn't have any idea where this is coming from. He cannot do a thing. It is just...
to be you,
thanks for coming.
Oh,
So obviously he
unless
sends
it's
his
gotten
torps out just because
Just
desperation.
blind
Give me
fired.
something. Come on. No luck. He's gone.
So that turned out to be a nice little ambush. It did look like you was giving up the cap the second it was contested, but no, that's worked out. And your Tashkent managed to get A. I don't know whether he's going to be able to hold that Otago off at bay though.
I don't feel so. And obviously he's got the Taiho pushing to the northwest of the Otago. If he's got any planes left, he'll be trying to spot the Tashkent. So now it's me against 4 BBs, 3 BBs? Too many.
Well, you've got a Scharnhorst on your right, friendly. But yeah, between you, this is going to be a heavy battle. However, if it looks like they're starting to push, and if they are, you're in a good position to just pick them off one by one.
So long as you do it right. I mean, you've obviously got the Akatsuki spotting, you've got plane spotting, everything's in a nice position to just take it easy. Don't do anything
See, you're
silly,
at half
let them come.
speed. You are ready to stop on a dime. Obviously, the half speed being the smoke point for British cruisers.
Yeah. So here, a little bit of a misplay. I didn't spot he was going behind the island, so I did set some torps, but he's going behind. Now this is why you do not give broadside to British cruisers. That was 8,500.
I'm probably
This
going to
now,
be close to another
7,000.
Oh, another 7.
15k in less than 10 seconds. That's battleship damage. You don't give that broadside.
If the island hadn't been there, you'd have finished him before he'd spun his turrets round, even if you were spotted.
Oh, he'd have no chance. What could he do? He does take the Akatsuki, but there's planes around, he remains spotted, which is good for me. Sort of worrying, thinking this is a waste of smoke, I need to keep the guns going, that's what I do.
God, that's a lot of torps the Neptune has.
8 on each side, so I had used 3, so I now had 5 to get the reload.
Okay, yep.
I know he's tend to send one slightly different direction in case they make a hard turn around the island or whatnot.
To be fair, whether he turns out of these or not, you should nail him. Still got another... Is that 20 seconds on smoke-ish?
How about that? I'm in 10k. You just saw what I did in 10 seconds before. He's gone. And as it happens, look at the stray torp. That's the only one that would have been any good anyway.
Cool.
Or was it?
I suppose you could clip the Colorado with one of them.
If he's in the area. And he's in the area. There we go. And the flood.
Colorado wouldn't have affected them, because I certainly wasn't.
Throw enough shit and something will stick, right?
Yeah, exactly. And your torps will probably be up in time to reverse up and nail this cruiser again if he makes it round.
I could, but obviously the smoke is low. The Colorado's pushing. I'm going to have to deal with him.
Oh,
the
yeah,
smoke
you
is
need
gone.
to get rid of him quick.
Obviously
So
he's
this
got
is-
11k.
Yeah, this is basically what I was talking about the Scharnhorst. You could probably kill a battleship before it managed to get its guns round. At this point, it's life or death, do or don't.
I don't think he tries to get his guns to me.
I don't think he does either. He's just been bombed. I think he was focusing on that without locking his turrets.
Now this
Oh,
as
this
well.
Akazuki.
Low caliber AP. Just look at what it does to this DD. What doesn't help him is actually his angling, because he makes the ship thicker. So if he was flat,
so
I'd have
you're not
overpenned.
overpaying.
Instead, I'm getting nice full penetration. I'm chunking him. Look at that.
4K
12 good
on that
penetrations.
last three-quarter volley there. Wow. And
Like flat or nosy, he'd have been better off, which is, you know, crazy. Usually you say angle, angle, angle. Not today, brother.
So this Grosser, he's moving away from you. You're not going to get much damage on him, but hopefully if the Scharnhorst keeps his attention, it is just free damage at this stage.
It is, but being a British cruiser, everyone loves to shoot you, so no risks taken. I'm going to stay behind cover, maybe poke out, pop a little smoke, just no risks at all. It's not worth it. Going for the 5th kill. desperately trying to get it in time, but I can see the cap points are racking up. Are we going to get it? Are we going to get it?
Well, there's a confident high caliber. At least you got them in,
Not
but
today.
yeah, oh, it's close, but no good. No cigar.
So we've got the end details coming up.
Pretty good scores.
Not too bad. By far top of the board. Some nice credit and XP with the premium account. And that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, sub, a share, comment below. And see you in the next one.